Right guys, welcome back to another episode of Army Men of War. So in today's episode we're just going to go over a few things over on the battle map. So as you all know, this is the battle map, this is the whole campaign zoomed out. So you can see it's pretty cool. We've got every one of these units right here, these little plastic soldiers. They all represent just one company of men. So this is everything that's happened so far. But we're not going to cover everything that's happened, because you can go back to previous episodes to view that. Because we've been using the battle map for quite a while now. So this is what happened in the previous videos. So as you all know, the ground started to freeze over. And it began to snow because it is Christmas time. Oh, I do hope you all had a good Christmas, by the way. I've had a bit of time off myself to go and see family and stuff. So I'm going to try and upload a lot more regularly. Especially after New Year. Might be a bit slow before New Year, but after New Year we're going to make a new start. We're going to be doing some new series. Really trying to kick it up a notch on this channel. But anyway, so they pushed across, didn't they? The greens and the reds over this Operation Blitzkrieg area right here. And they ended up winning on the left flank and kind of like a stalemate on the right flank. So as you can see there, that's what the after effects look like. You've got the reds and the greens, and then you've got the tans and the blues. So the blues and the tans have moved up from this side right there and just stopped them from advancing right there. So the greens are now against the blues on that flank. But what we're going to be focusing on this battle is the past two episodes. So in the previous episode, sorry, there's a lot to cover in this because I haven't used the battle map in quite some time. So in the previous episode, the Greens landed some airborne. I think it was the 2nd and 3rd Airborne Divisions. And they landed 1,000 troops, so you can see there's 10 companies right there, all with about 100 men in. And they completely surrounded this huge fortress right here. I don't know what these bricks mean over here, maybe they're building something else. You have to let me know in the comments what you think they're building down here. I have no idea what that is. But yeah, they ended up cornering General Braunenberg, another one of General Tannenberg's good friends. And they cornered them in this new established fortress right here. So as you all know, let's go into edit mode. The Greens attacked in heavy numbers, and boom, like there. So we move them all forward. And they end up absolutely annihilating the Tans. So about 300 Tans they took out, and they lost about 400 men in the process. Something like that. So putting them there, and they actually managed to capture Braunenberg, which is pretty cool. But what they didn't anticipate was, at the same time, they was expecting these infantry divisions right here to advance on these guys right here, which is kind of no man's land at the minute. And I was expecting them to push through, so they could rendezvous with their troops back on this flank right here. But as you can see, the Tans have kind of cornered them in, and they've not made it in time. So the Tans have assembled quite a lot of troops from like their base right here, because this is their base right here. They've got their big house right there, look, which you can see there's a huge base there. There is a fog of war with the Tans, so we can't see all their units over here. They've got some aeroplanes as well, and they're going to be sending in. So let's just copy and paste those guys. A ton of troops. So these guys are like coming from their base. They've just pumped these troops out. So they're sending in a lot of companies now to try and save General Tannenberg's good friend. So these will be under the command of this dude right here, and General Tannenberg's private army this is, because Tannenberg lives right there in that house, but he also has this house as well. He's a bit of a conqueror, a bit of a William the Conqueror. So now the Greens are going to have to hold off for as long as they can in their new fortress, which used to be owned by the Tans. So this is going to be a really exciting episode. There's going to be about 2,000 Tans, something like that, about 2,000 of them, because there's between 85 and 150 men in each one of these companies. So let's jump into the battlefield and see how well they do. So I will see you all on the battlefield. Right, so guys, here we are on the battlefield. This is the exact same Tan fortress as what we saw in the previous video. And the link will be in the description if you want to go and check that one out, because all of these episodes link together like a giant series. So be sure to go and check out the previous episode if you missed it. So anyway, the Greens have taken control of this fortress, which used to be owned by the Tans, and you can see all the previous owners right here. They're all in piles of 100 men. So there's some there, there's some. Where's all the others? We've got another pile there, and not only is the Tans all around the place, but there's also Greens, a lot of dead Greens. So that's all the dead troops from the previous video. So as you can see at the minute, the Greens are taking cover in these trenches because the Tans are shelling the crap out of this place. They are, yeah, they're providing a lot of artillery fire. I can imagine they'll be attacking soon as well. So the Tans are going to be attacking with about 1 division of men. So that's about 2,000 men. And in the centre right here, we can see that the Greens have apprehended the Tan general. So this right here is General Braunenberg. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and beat the crap out of him and try and get the location of the Blue Queen. So we're going to have to do it on sight. So beat on him. There we go. Punch him in the face. There we go. That's it. Let him get back up. Get up. Get up, you coward. Where's the Blue Queen? Tell me where the Blue Queen is. He's just laying down like, don't hurt me. Don't hurt. You have a go. Go on, beat on him. Tell us where the Blue Queen is. Oh, he just climbed on him. Get him. There we go, we're just going to keep beating on him. Oh, get him. Ah. There we go. He just dived that way. Where's the Blue Queen? So we're just going to leave these guys to it. See if we can get it out of him. Oh, did he kill him? No, he's still alive, luckily. So don't let him get away. Stay near him. So let's have a look at our defences. We do have a Tiger tank right here, which is a Tiger 2, I do believe. And it is a very heavy tank, so this is going to come in handy. Because we don't have any supplies, we don't have any reinforcements, because we are literally stranded behind enemy lines with approximately 600 soldiers. So we've dug ourselves in, just as the Tans did previously, and we are just awaiting now the huge Tan offensive, which could happen at any moment. Luckily, none of the artillery has struck any of our troops yet, surprisingly enough. We've got a very brave soul here, right now. Come on, you get up here. Let's get these guys in cover. So we do have some flak guns. We do have 1 Nobelwerfer, all previously owned by the Tans. We have a lot of dead Tans over here, a lot of helmets. Another dead Nobelwerfer. Oh, we have some lag. Oh, and it's the first wave of Tans, and it instantly kicks off. Here we go. So this is going to be a kind of last stand sort of scenario. But who knows? I'm going to let the AI play it out, so we have no idea what's going to happen. And the first wave instantly got annihilated. You can just see. Look, they're all retreating. Look, that's a lot of Panzerschrecks. Wow. So are they still beating on the Tan General? So we're just going to keep working on this dude. So let's duff him up a bit more. Go and get him. Where's the Blue Queen? Because he knows, you see. He knows Dannenberg. Where's the Blue Queen? Tell me now. Tell me, goddamn you. Oh, beat on him. And you, go on. Oh, they're really laying into him. God, this is brutality, guys. Absolute brutality. Some family-friendly plastic blue brutality. A bit of a tongue twister there. So the first wave of Tans was a complete and utter fail. Still providing a lot of artillery fire there. So let's just stay on him. Give him a bit of a break. We'll just beat on him a bit more. There we go. Let's move this tank forward a bit. See if we've got a better sight then, just in case they bring any more of these little tanks up right here, these little BTRs. Just gotta wait the next wave of Tans now. So we might actually win this. There's 600 men against around 2,000 Tans. So this would be quite interesting. Exactly 1 division of Tans. There we go. There comes another wave. Instantly. They must be crawling up in the grass or something because they're just popping up. Like the Japanese. Oh, the tank moving up there. Oh, this is brutal. Let's just scale around the whole map. See, they're coming on a full 360-degree angle. Just like the Greens did. But my, have the tables turned. I think that tiger just took that BTR straight out as soon as it came over the little hill. So there's another wave taken out. This is good. This is a good sign. And these trenches are working a treat, I must say. We've still got a lot of troops left. So, go on, let's beat on him a bit more. So, let's select him. Don't climb over him, beat him. Well, he just likes to climb on him, apparently. Wants a piggyback ride. Get him. Hit him while he's down. Ah, there we go. Oh, I don't know how much more he could take. If we keep this up, he's going to break and he's going to tell us where this blue queen is. We just need a location. You see, what the Blue Secret Service have said to us, the men in blue, they've said to us, if we can find the location of the queen, the Blues will provide us with a ceasefire. Which will be good. But we won't be able to advance our troops into their lines. But we will have, we do have their word that they will give us a ceasefire. Which is a good sign. Oh! Just punched his own troop! What are you doing? Punch your own. There we go. Just going to carry on beating on him. I think this one's feeling a bit sorry for him. He's just staring at him like I'm sorry. It just has to be done. Some plastic brutality. Oh, here we go. Here comes another wave. Let's go check it out. Excuse the lag. But there's a lot of troops on this battlefield. So more BTRs moving up. Instantly taken out. All they need to do is get one BTR into these trenches. And it'll be very, very devastating. More troops moving up. Tan's not really doing much though. You see, these guys have got the right idea. Get the BTRs inside the trench, and you can call them whatever you want to. I do get in trouble for calling them BTRs sometimes because some people are like, no, it's a half track, it's a light tank. But you know, every man for their own. So another wave successfully taken out, which is we're doing quite well to be honest. But do remember, this is barely a fraction of the troops that are coming. This tiger tank's going to come in very handy. I wonder if the Tans will even be able to take it out. It's got MG42 and the rest. So there is a lot of Tans left, but I'm not seeing any kinks in our lines yet. So there is 3 lines. We've got the first line of defence, the second line and the third line. So this is going to be quite the difficult fight for the Tans. Because this is a very, very strategic position. Oh, there's some Tans down there. Let's see if we can pick some of them off. Everyone can call me green bias, but I did say from the get-go that this is mainly from the Greens' perspective, you see. But I do like all the factions the same, to be honest. Let's play as one of these guys as well. See if we can get some sniper shots. Move up. God, you can just see the strategic location right here. Look, the steep hills and everything. Turn off the silhouettes. Oh, he was no match for the Greens. Oh, we have another wave coming through right here. Oh, so I thought we did. Don't know what that lag spike was about. Oh, this must be it right here. There we go, there we go. And it kicks off. Again, the Greens are doing very, very well. On all angles, really. I mean, if that artillery can just get one lucky hit inside one of these trenches, that could maybe put a kink in the lines and stop the Tans from stop the Greens from taking out the Tans. Those are my words. So I think we're like 4 waves in it up to now, and I think we've not lost any troops really. Tans are taking quite a kick in. So let's give him another kick in the middle. Yeah, I've got to keep giving Braunenberg a kick in. So let's get him. Alright, where's the Blue Queen? That's it, jump over him. Oh, is he still alive? Oh god, I thought we killed him then. Where's the Blue Queen, goddamn you? Punch him. Get him. Oh, smash. Oh, that's it. Lace him in the face. So the officers, they're doing quite well. He's going to break. He will break eventually. He's a tough bugger though, I must admit. I think you'd have to be if you want to get close to Tannenberg. He only hangs around with the tough one. Oh god. We have a forest fire. We have a forest fire, everybody. Now that is going to be deadly to the Tans. I wonder if the Greens set the fire on purpose. Which is quite odd really, because of all the moisture from the snow. You wouldn't think the grass would be wet enough for that sort of thing, but never mind. Game mechanics. Oh, would you look at that, there's no cover left. The Greens might actually do this. I mean, it's literally... I think this scenario is actually quite impossible for the Greens to win. Just there's that many Tans, you see, I just wouldn't expect it, but... You know, the editor, it's just different every time, you see, so... Oh, it's getting extremely laggy. I think I just love the lag, though, it's cool. Especially when there's like, it's like slow motion. So as you can see, this is a mix of all kinds of infantry. We've got some Panzerschrecks, a lot of them. We've got a lot of rifles, a lot of guerrilla Tans and a lot of Imperial Tans as well. So the Imperial Tans are under the command of Tannenberg, and the others are under the command of Braunenberg, believe it or not, the guerrillas. Who we have captive inside there. Whoa. You see, if we could have rendezvoused with our infantry divisions, we could have took him home. Oh, this is not a good sign. Not a good sign, boys. Not good at all. Absolutely not good. Let's just watch it, see how it goes. Let's take out our officers, are they? Holy crap, that was close. I mean, he could have swooped in, killed our officers, and just... Yeah. That was a close one. Let's go back to the battlefield. So the reason it's kind of laggy at the moment is because it's this fire right here. You know, it's not supposed to happen, believe it or not, but in this engine, anything is possible. So here come a lot more Tans, I think, in these grass. We're all hiding. So we're doing rather well this time. Oh, here we go. This is going to be quite effective, this next wave of Tans. Like I said, this lag will die down eventually. It is because the grass is on fire. That's why it's so laggy at the moment, but the grass will stop burning. So the next wave, they might actually take this flank, which will be interesting, which means that we'll be seeing some action from the second line of defence. So let's have a look on this side right here. I really love this map. There's just something about this map. I'm in love with it. So these three BTRs right here, they did rather well. I think what they needed to do was get in there and just shoot a machine gun straight down the line. That would have been pretty cool. These flat guns are just waiting for the tanks to mount up the hills. I think them act as more of an artillery piece or an anti-aircraft piece. So here we go. Here comes the next wave of Tans. Just look at that angle right there. Using this shingle. There's that angle. Let's have a look down here. Got more Tans moving up here. Oh, the lag is dying down now, as you can see. Oh, look. They may have pierced this defence. The first line of defence looks to be it looks to be falling, and they're moving on to the second line of defence. More BTRs moving up. Because this is an infantry division, they are supported by some armour, but nothing major, just these light armours. So these have all been transported in trucks, unloaded, and then they would have advanced in their squads. Oh, there we go, second line right here. We'll look at some of the action from this trench. So I guess this kind of is a bit of a last stand. Should we try and do a bit of a hero run from this guy? You can do this, what's his name? We need to get his name first. Let's see if Jason Butler. Let's see if we can get over there, take this BTR out and get him back. Come on, you can do this. I'll have to start handing out some medals and stuff. Come on. Beautiful. Jason Butler. What a hero. Get back to your troops. Lucky devil. Alright. So, oh, we've got a TAN officer right here. Just peeking over the hill. A lot of TANs on standby. They've stopped the advance because they are getting shelled by their own artillery. But you see, Tannenberg is a bit like that. He's very similar to Commander Green. It wouldn't surprise me if Commander Green and General Tannenberg were brothers. Oh, there we go. Because they're very similar in the way they deal with warfare. They just love to throw men at the front line. Whereas the Blues, they look after their troops. They love their troops. Oh, here we go. This could be the wave of TANs that actually poke a hole in this this front line right here. More officers leading the way. But this side is primarily beautiful. Primarily guerrilla TANs. You can see all the greens along the top there. And there's no greens on this first line right here. This might be quite the long video. But again, it'll make up for all the videos that we've missed in this past few days. Nice long one for everyone to enjoy. What are these TANs doing? Just moving up one step at a time. We do have quite a lot of greens on this corner right here. I think eventually, if we need them, we might pull them to the second line. There we go, let's have a little look from this this perspective. The TANs are starting to come over the hill now. If they're suppressed too much, they will retreat. You can just have a look at those lovely green airborne uniforms right there, with the backpacks. Greens opening fire. Really not letting these TANs get through. Doing quite a good job, to be honest. We'll have to do a kill count at the end and see what the damage is. You can see some burnt TANs right there, which is a darker shade of tan. Realistically, they would melt. Uh-oh. Oh, another wave of TANs has just come through. Oh, this is it now. Second line, prepare. Right, let's interrogate him a bit more. See if we can get out of him. Right, last chance, dude. If you don't tell us where it is, we're going to kill you. Tell us now. Hit him. Don't jump over him. Hit him. That's it, hit him. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, he's still alive. Okay. Right, punch him again. He's going to break. We will break him. Where is the Blue Queen? Tell us where the Blue Queen is. Please, we beg of you. If you're not, you're going to die, we're going to die. Tell us where the Blue Queen is. So, oh crap! Holy hell! Oh my god! How close is that? Right, let's pull back this Tiger tank. We're going to need him as close to home as we possibly can. So we're going to leave the officers working on that officer on the Braunenberg right there. You will tell them, because if not, we will kill him. TANs have really pushed through now. I don't think there's long left. Kind of a last stand. Very honourable. Right, do it. Get your gun out. Last chance, boy. Let's do this. Aim your weapon at him. Tell me now. I'll pull the trigger. Where is the Blue Queen? Let's just turn off these silhouettes. Where is the Blue Queen? Oh, that's more like it. And he's told us. It's about time, boys. Right, so what do we do with this guy right here then? What do we do with this guy? So, he's just told us that the Blue Queen is at the General Tannenberg's private residence, which is the big house. So now we know which house she's in, and we can now launch a massive operation, and we can capture her. So that's going to be pretty cool. We're going to have a nice truce with the Blues. Oh, here comes another wave of troops. Bit of lag there. So we can have a nice truce with the Blues. Oh, look at that. And we can launch a full-scale operation of Tan territory to try and rescue this queen. So yeah, we no longer need this dude. So let's deal with him. Sorry, Mr. Braunenberg. But let's execute him. There we go. He is dead. We have the location of him, and now it's just a last stand. I mean, these guys have no hope, really. Absolutely no hope. Oh, there goes the Tiger tank. Oh, look at that. Kind of lucky, really. They didn't have long left. Oh, get him! Don't just... Oh, don't even see him. Get him! Punch him! So the Greens are really holding them off. Not long now. Oh, here comes another BTR. Took out one of the officers. These guys are just like, they've got like PTSD. They're just staring like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. So now we know. Now we know where the Blue Queen is, dudes. They ended up, can't get my words out. They ended up beating it out of him eventually. So he kind of overstayed his welcome with his life, and they ended up killing him. So here comes the last of the Tans. All closing in on them. RIP to the Greens. So realistically, the Greens would have radioed in back to HQ now. Oh, it's just this Tiger tank. So the last stand of the Great Tiger. They're going to write stories about this Tiger tank. Oh, here we go. Going to take him out. Shot. I think that was a rebound shot, that one. Panzer straight up close. Oh my god, look at that. Just look at all the Tans moving in. That's insane. Bit of lag there. So this right here is about... I think this is like all of the remainder of the Tans, so it's got to be at least 1,000 men against just this one Tiger tank. It's not going to last long. Not at all. I mean, we're going to take control of some Panzer Shreks right here. Oh, look at the lag. The lag's insane. So as you can see, that Tiger tank is overrun. There's literally no winning. The gun's been taken out. It's just the troops left inside. Oh, and they're dead as well. So yeah, this was a really good episode. I really enjoyed this. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one as well. Do hit that like button if you did, and do hit that subscribe button. We're going to be uploading a lot more videos, especially after New Year's, and we're going to be doing some new series. I'm going to be doing a Star Wars series, and we're going to be starting Army Men Series 2 soon as well. So I will see you all in the next one.